Tukernet Collectibles here for an action figure review. Today we are looking at the 2022 Hasbro Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man Wave Ben Reilly. He comes in a retro card back packaging. Out of the packaging, he comes with two additional pair of alternate hands. The Ben Reilly action figure is literally a clone of the best articulated retro Spider-Man. The big difference is the paint job. The spider web and logo is painted. It is very clean and well done in terms of the lines, especially the spider logo arms continuing to the back. Out of the packaging, he comes with a pair of web shooting hands. The web shooting hands are well painted with three of his fingers with red lines. In terms of his legs, it's predominantly blue with some red costume details on the lower cap with web lines. The pins on the lower cap is red compared to the blue ones on the upper part of his legs. In terms of his arms, the pins are all blue, which matches perfectly with his blue arm. In terms of the web lines, it continues mostly up to the inside parts where he articulates. It is well painted even on the ab crunch. When you crunch it forward and back, the lines continue. The clone of Spider-Man first appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man number 149, published October 1975. The Jackal cloned Peter Parker, and during a battle, the clone was seemingly killed. After almost 2 decades, the clone returned as the Scarlet Spider-Man in the pages of the Web of Spider-Man number 118, published November 1994. In the Spectacular Spider-Man number 223, it was revealed that the clone's name is Ben Reilly, using his Uncle Ben's first name and his Aunt May's maiden name. This costume first appeared in the Sensational Spider-Man number 0, published January 1996. Like Peter Parker, Ben was brainstorming on his new costume and he did it himself, making a costume. He knitted it himself. In this costume, his first opponent was the Armada, who was stealing a digital imagery transmission chip, DIT. Ben defeated the Armada, however, the employer of the Armada got the DIT. At the end of the issue, the employer was revealed to be Mysterio. Like Peter Parker, Ben Reilly is broke and struggles to make ends meet. He has proven himself to be trustworthy when he returned a quarter he owed an owner of a coffee shop. Impressed, the owner offered him a job in the coffee shop. Here we have the clone besides the original retro Spider-Man. Their body mold is exactly the same, including the alternate hands, which is a closed fist and a web shooting hands. As mentioned a while ago, the big difference is how the body is painted, but everything else is the same. In terms of his head, when pulled out, you can see it has the double dumbbell joint, which is the same as the retro Spider-Man. It gives the head a great range of movement. In terms of his hands, when you pull it out, be careful because these web shooting bands may fall out. Here we have him with his open palm crawling hands. The fingers have well painted web lines except for the middle two fingers, which are blue. These wall crawling open palm hands are exactly the same as the one that came with the Spider-Man 2099 action figure. He comes with a pair of closed fist hands. Again, the fingers are very detailed with web lines and is well painted. In terms of the retro Peter Parker's head, you can peg it onto the Ben Reilly body However, it is very loose. It doesn't stay still or it is not securely pegged in. The action figure stands 16 centimeters or 6.3 inches tall. Since he is a clone of Peter Parker, per Impulse trading card, Spider-Man stands 5 feet 10 inch. Here are some Marvel Legends size comparison beginning with No Way Home Spider-Man and the Retro Spider-Man, Ghost Spider and Mary Jane, Hobgoblin and Crossbones, Kingpin and the Armadillo Build-A-Figure. Marvel selects 7-inch scale size figures, Rhino and Sandman. For articulation, his head can look from side to side. He can look down that much. With great range, he can look upward as well that much. His arms can extend that far from his back because of his butterfly joints. He can do a flight pose with that. He can do a full 360 here. He has a bicep swivel. He has double jointed elbows. He has a wrist swivel here. His hands can hinge forward and back. He has a upper torso swivel here. He can crunch forwards and backs easily. Crunch backward that far. And he can do a split. He has an upper thigh swivel. He has double jointed knees. He has a lower calf swivel somewhere here. He can hinge forward and back and has an ankle rock. Finally, Hasbro made the right decision of using the best articulated Retro Spider-Man body mold for new Spider-Man figures. For Ben Reilly, we get a pair of wall-crawling hands, giving us a complete set of alternate hands. I hope Hasbro has given us a little bit more by giving a unmasked Ben Reilly head. However, it seems for Hasbro, it is either they gave us a complete set of alternate hands, which is 3, or they'll just give us 2 with an alternate head. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and ring the notification bell.